name is Brett Martin. I'm Vice President with United Nations Association of Australia, New South Wales Division. And my role is to support our teams who are leading events and running programs and our partnerships. There was a food hunger report that came out by Food Bank which showed that around Australia there's around 500,000 households that on a daily basis face food insecurity. And just in New South Wales and ACT alone, there's almost 500,000 children that are living with severe food insecurity each day. And within those households, at least one person is working in paid employment. So this is a very big challenge.
I'm James Schlunke. I'm the Graduate Program Manager at CapGemini.
Hi, I'm William Truong. I am the Project Manager for Zero Hungers in School, and I also work at CapGemini.
Zero Hunger in Schools project was created in 2021. We had an internal competition called Tech for Positive Futures, and this idea won. It is a platform that is online and a web app, and the idea is to connect school children with food providers, especially school children who go undernourished.
What the Zero Hunger in Schools program does is it provides a free online platform for donors who have food to give and distributors who are able to receive that food and get it to people who need it, and particularly children and families.
My name is Yasmut. I'm the Executive Officer of the Local Community Services Association, LCSA as we are known as, and we are the peak body for neighbourhood and community centres and community development in New South Wales. What we are hoping to achieve with this partnership is that we look at ways on how a community development approach in a local community can connect resources that are available in a local community. You know, it might be the local cafe, it might be a local grocer or the corner shop. Maybe they want to become involved, maybe they're not aware of how they could become involved in tackling poverty as an issue and hunger as an issue in their own community. And then you've got the schools, obviously, that often know, and maybe some of the family services and family support services often know who are the families in the community where really food access and malnutrition might actually be an issue. So how do you bring that together? And from our perspective, there's two ways you can do this. One is you can take a service delivery charity approach of saying, you're hungry, come to our church, come to our place, come to our soup kitchen, whatever. Or you can take a community development approach, and this is where I think the app and the partnership with UNAA has huge potential, is you can take a community development approach and say, okay, we're going to build a food security, a food support network locally, and bring together those who have food and those who need food.
I am the Project Manager for Zero Hungers in School. I work with our internal team at CapGemini in operation and support of the platform. And I also work with liaising with UNAA and also LCSA to understand their needs and the community needs in supporting the schools and the community.
I'm Khouloud. I'm a voluntary research advisor for the Zero Hunger in Schools project. I joined the project in, I think, August. I joined the project in August 2022 and have been working with the team since then. I provide research advice with regards to SDG of Zero Hunger and sub-target 12.3 food with regards to food waste. And I just generally, I think that the thing that actually got me to the project is that my PhD is in food insecurity and food waste and hunger. And I'm working with Food Bank Australia on enhancing stakeholder engagement to reach more recipients in need of food relief. So I actually did a diploma with UNAA in New South Wales, and then after the diploma, once I finished the diploma, I was connected to Brett and the team, and I've been working with them since then on the project. The project has expanded quite a bit, and my involvement in the project has shifted throughout the process, but that's only because we're actually looking at ways to expand the platform to more people in need of food relief.
The kind of things we're doing different is essentially using a community development approach, essentially a ground-up approach, and trying to support the establishment of, I guess, circular economies in local communities. So in practice, what that means is you've got businesses that are either providing food services like restaurants or supermarkets who often have food waste that they don't know what to do with. And they're not well connected to the service system. Then in schools, you've got teachers who are well aware of children turning up who are hungry each day and not having enough food. But again, they're very time poor. So, they haven't got time to look around and try and identify services. And then the service system itself is also coming into contact with kids and families that need help, but providing food and resources is expensive. So really there are resources out there and there are solutions out there. It becomes a coordination issue and a logistics issue. And that's what the online platform attempts to make smoother. So it saves people time, it saves people money.
The design team recognise that this is a special year. It's about the friendships you've made and the way you've connected with each other and the way you've connected with us.
My name is Amy, and on behalf of my year group, I'd like to say thank you all for coming.
I really love the logo. We have a fantastic partnership with Western Sydney Uni. We've developed an MOU with them that involves, I guess, a few main things. One is we run regular events with them, but particularly for the Zero Hunger in Schools program, we also take on their students as interns or doing their placements. So we've worked with a few of their courses, particularly the humanitarian development studies, their social workers and their design students. And the impact we're really grateful for. They've been fantastic. The students bring a lot of insight, a lot of energy. The social workers in particular are coming into our organisation, doing their placements, applying their social work theories into practice. And so that, means things like contacting local businesses to see if they're interested in the Zero Hunger in Schools program and working with community centres to also help them join up. The design students, of course, bring a whole different skill set. So, they've helped us to relook at our material in terms of promotion and branding and ideas to engage stakeholders. So they've come up with some really clever, innovative ideas, which we're currently looking at and looking forward to implementing.
As so often it is the case, community development activities are hard to measure. The impact is hard to determine. And while there's frameworks out there, the Sustainable Development Goals from the United Nations, the 2030 goals in themselves, provide an opportunity to look at what you can do locally to achieve global outcomes. And the Zero Hunger in School app and the work with UNAA has been strongly driven with this idea that you can cut out, all other measurement kind of approaches just by saying, okay, here's something we can do to tackle hunger as an issue. And it feeds into the global SDGs as something that can be measured.
The Zero Hunger in Schools program is aligned to two Sustainable Development Goals, SDG 2, which is zero poverty, and SDG 12, which is responsible consumption and production. So essentially, we are trying to address two big problems that are facing people today. And that is, food insecurity. How can we provide more food to people? And how can we prevent food waste? So, which is an enormous problem throughout, particularly Western culture.
My role involves providing advice with regards to how we're actually going to be strategically shifting the project or expanding it to reach more people in need of food relief. A specific example, for example, in one of our last meetings, we were looking at different design ideas with regards to the platform and just offering advice or our expertise on what we think will work for the Zero Hunger in Schools project expansion.
The solution is designed to scale. So although it's only operational in New South Wales at the moment, it's marketplace technology and it could be used anywhere. We think that it has the potential, not just to be used within Australia, but we've also had interest from, we're a global organisation, so we've had interest from our South Asian businesses, our European businesses on perhaps how it could be effective there also.
The purpose of United Nations Association New South Wales Division is to inform, engage and inspire all Australians to help make the world safer, fairer and more sustainable. And this program is really a hands-on way that we're attempting to live that purpose. So we're particularly thinking about engaging people in this work, volunteers and partners. And in this case, we're leading a partnership with CapGemini and Local Community Services Association, who between the three of us really pulled together to make the program work.
We all kind of have this shared vision towards making social impact and change with regards to the issue of food insecurity in Australia. So it's really nice to be able to connect to people that are like-minded with regards to a particular project. Majority of us are working on these projects on a, say, voluntary basis. So it's giving back to the community. What I enjoy most about this project is that my PhD project was targeted at Food Bank Australia, which is the largest food relief organisation distributing food to people in need of food relief. And it was looking at things from a broader scale in terms of the overall country. What I found unique about this project is we're looking more at the grassroots, the communities, and how we can work with local businesses and organisations to better distribute food for people in need of food relief through this innovative platform.